from Terry. Within the past couple of hours, Orlando International Airport officials took their first step toward getting rid of TSA workers. The federal agency would still oversee screening, but a private contractor would conduct it. Channel 9's Liz Arts asked whether travelers would see any difference. Liz?
And most likely no, because the rules won't change, but some feel like a private company has to work daily to keep its job, while it's more difficult to fire a government worker when the job's not being done. Is in and out of airports at least 15 times a year. He flew out of Kansas City this morning, an airport comparable to OIA that uses a private company to screen passengers instead of the TSA.
And they look the same. So how do you know what's private, what's TSA?
Kansas City is an airport the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority looked at and will continue to look at as it makes its decision to use the TSA or switch to a private security company. It also looked at Key West. Airports that have already made the switch cite several reasons: efficiency and accountability. They can hire and fire locally without having to deal with government red tape. Union representatives for TSA employees say OIA will get better quality workers with the government.
Background checks.
Background checks. Background checks.
Criminal history.
Criminal history. All that stuff is involved.
Sex offenders.
Sex offenders, all that stuff. It also costs money, so the private company has that kind of money to keep spending. We're checked every 3 or 4 months.
The authority began looking into the issue after receiving a letter from Congressman John Micah and the recent controversy over pat-downs and body scanners. John Baeza says laid-off TSA workers will be getting jobs with the private companies, and this is just trading one uniform for another.
We don't need the scanners or the groping pat-downs.
Ago is still months out from making a recommendation. It wants to visit Kansas City and San Francisco firsthand to see the difference. Live in Orlando at OIA, Liz Arts, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
There are 17 airports, including one in Florida, where private security companies have already taken over the screening of passengers. Those cities include Key West, San Francisco, and Kansas City, as Liz mentioned. Those airports chose to participate in TSA's screening partnership program, in which commercial companies are contracted to screen passengers and luggage. But the TSA ultimately oversees those companies and would oversee any private company at OIA.
In Volusia County.